I want to talk about using your anger or using your sadness or any type of emotion that overwhelms you into a productive light, into a creative way, or just to create anything in general. I think a lot of people struggle with mental battles in their mind, and we come across these challenges every day where we can meet somebody or do something that we don't like or wish it didn't happen or hoped something could have been different. Maybe you could have been a different person, and it affects you. It can take a toll on your character. And normally there's two sides of this scenario of how you feel afterwards, which is, you mentally destroy yourself or you put it into the positive light and create and use it to work. And the energy that you receive from these moments of betrayal or emotional disturbances that come from things you come across in life. There's a lot of things, like I'm trying to think of one specifically that I can quote, but there's a lot of things that probably happened to you or have happened to you that you just can't wrap your head around, or you can't figure out why it is you felt that way or why it happened like that or what you could have done differently. And everybody encounters moments like that, and they're strong, like they're pretty powerful on your mind. It's possible to just not know what to do with it. Like you just have this anger festering inside you or this overwhelming feeling of any type of emotion. It can purely be sadness as well. Like you don't understand everything that has happened and is happening to you. So the choices that I was talking about is you can mope, you can sit in your sorrows, or you can use it to push your passion to be created. Basically, like transforming your emotions into passion. So you feel this certain way and you take it in, but then you release it. And when you release it, you create something. And as you're creating something, you continue to be more productive and learn more about what it is that you want to create and push out into the world. And your message to others or your connection to everybody else or anything else can be from personal experience, like from what you have learned. And you shouldn't feel afraid to talk about what it is that you are going through, because I'm sure the person right next to you is going through the same thing, or it's at least pretty similar. So don't worry about how you're looked at. You should use it to put out information and help the next person so they don't have to go through something like this, or know what to do when they do go through it. And yeah, it's a lot harder when you don't know what to do in a scenario. And if you've been put in a scenario that is unfamiliar to you, you know that it's hard to wrap your head around and can just mess with your mind. And if you have the possibility to, you should try to help another person go through a scenario similar to this. That we all face, because I'm sure we've all faced some type of difficult situation to wrap our head around, or betrayal, or I don't know, literally anything that's like you're not prepared for. And there's a lot we're not prepared for because this is our first time living in this life, so it's understandable. Back to this topic, you should never fester and sit in something that's happened, a situation. I think you are sitting in other people's perception, or a memory, or the past. And there's no progression in that in this life. Like in this life that we're living at this moment, you are alive at this very moment and you choose what to do with your time. You're choosing to watch this video right now. And it's a choice to sit in your past and not progress into becoming a better person, or at least a person to help others, or any type of progression. And this is a choice. So try to use your anger instead of telling somebody how you feel or going off on somebody. Use your anger or emotion into passion and create a drive in yourself that you can use even when nobody's watching. Nobody has to see you for you to progress. You're progressing simply because it's what you crave and what you want. And you desire it more than sitting and festering in your emotion and your lack of love for yourself. It's hard to overcome a lot of things and situations that come our way because, like I said, we have never faced them before. But like anything, once something happens to you, it will not happen again. And it can if you allow it to, but I would hope that you figure out, what it is that exactly happened and are able to prevent it if it's an internal factor, if it's something that you can control and it's not an external factor. You learn from it. One time I tried to pick up my dog's shit and like there was a hole in the bag, and I tried to grab it and I got shit on my hand, and I'm like, bro, I gotta go back, whatever. It's a whole scenario. Now every time I pick his shit up, or like I go take him on a walk, I check if there's a hole in the bag. And it's like that in every situation. When something happens, it's something that you learn from, you know, anything. And I know you know what I'm saying. You live and you learn, but you don't regret. You don't sit in sorrows and regret what you have done, because everything you've done or gone through is what creates you as a person at this very moment. And if you didn't go through that experience, you know, it wouldn't have gave you the change in direction that your character needed to progress or to thrive, you know. It takes a lot to create a person who realizes what they can use their negative side for, you know, your dark side. I was just watching a podcast and that's talking about it, and for you to see your own side that is not, that you don't treat commonly, that you kind of ignore, or the side of the thoughts and just the side that only you see and nobody else sees. If you don't pay attention to that side, it will sit there and fester. It's trauma, and you can't heal past a certain point if you don't get rid of trauma, and not even get rid of, but heal. You don't allow it to scar. You know, you treat it and you heal it so the scar disappears, and it doesn't affect you in your future relationships or life in any way. That's what I wanted to talk about for today. I think it's important to use your emotional side and push it to be passionate about what you want, not what they want for you or what they want you to do or what you see that they want you to see, that they want you to see. Just do what you want. Like, as simple as that. Just do what you want. If you don't know what it is that you want to do, it's perfectly okay. You'll find out if you just go with life and roll with the punches. You don't have to stress about the future or the past. Just be in the moment. Be in the present, because it is a gift. If you haven't already, check out my Instagram where I post gym and lifestyle content that you will never see on this channel at all. I also have my routine put up on there for anybody interested in trying to improve their physique. It is what I have learned in my 5 years of working out and my experience in that time frame. And it is for people who are trying to obtain muscle gain and lose fat as well. It has workout tips for every day and demonstration videos and stuff like that. I'll probably put a picture up. And I think it is very impactful, and it can be very impactful to you if you use it in the right light, in the correct way. And I can also help you once you purchase it along your journey to grow, and you know, help you to give you some advice if you need it, or if you have any questions, you can message me. And yeah, if you're interested in that, go check it out. It's on my Instagram. I believe in you every day, and you need to believe in yourself as well. And you need to snap out of what you're in and just wake up from any current situation and create your reality and create what you live in. If you're doing it for other people constantly, you're not living in the real life. You're living in an alternate reality that is fake. And then your real life is here and your fake one is there. Do not live in this one. The social media, the people's conversations, and everything that you do to other people is only with them. You are your own person, and you can create your own life in any way that you want to. And you should be living a life that you want. And not even in the aspect of physical sense. I'm talking about in your mental state and who you are as a person. Learn who you are and figure out these things that you can patch up and move on from. I salute you. Day 2 of being consistent, maybe. I don't know how long it's going to last. Let's see. I'll try. Stay tuned, and I love you. Thank you. Have a great evening, morning, afternoon, or nighttime. Peace out.